Yes.
Hi, Yuri. I asked you yesterday about the way the character of Ben Tennyson has been changing since you started playing the role. I understand completely you're not allowed to discuss it, but I was wondering if you could share a little what you're going to be bringing to Ben, given the famous changes coming into his life in the next seasons.
Yeah.
Will it continue to develop?
Yeah, the character of Ben continues to develop from the time that we reintroduced him as a 15-year-old. And let's just say that they do try to keep a lid on talking too much about what's coming up because they don't want to give away too many secrets. But let's just say that Ben already saving the universe on a regular basis has kind of given him a big head, and him becoming famous and having paparazzi follow him around, and girls throw themselves at him, and guys want autographs everywhere he goes, has made his life even more complicated, and his head maybe even a little bigger. I think Kevin and Gwen are going to get sick and tired after a while of him saying, oh, I got this, I say theaters all the time, pretty quick, and probably punch him, on at every possible occasion. He's got to learn some humility, and he hasn't yet. But hopefully he'll get that lesson. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. I mean, definitely his becoming famous impacts the stories and what happens to him and some of the characters who enter his life. Yeah, it's fun. Sir.
Hey, Yuri. You playing Keiko on Bleach, who's very happy and comic relief, while Sasuke, who's the opposite, dark. Yeah. Do you have a preference to whether you play happy comic relief characters or the dark Sasuke?
That's tough. I like playing both of those. I like when I watch things, I will often like the darker characters. Like I'm definitely when I watch things, I'm definitely a Batman guy over a Superman guy. I like those dark, tortured characters. And so as an actor, I want to, embody as many of those characters as possible. But that being said, then you get to play a character like Keigo Asano, who's just completely out of his mind, and totally goofy, and is definitely the foil for Ichigo in that, Ichigo's all serious, and Keigo just wants Ichigo to pay some attention to him, and so they can go off and chase girls together, which is something that Ichigo's never going to do. But Keigo wants it to happen so bad, and I love getting to do that. I love, after playing dark characters, to get to play a light character, and to just lose my mind a little bit. And just be totally and completely goofy. Playing Bobby Drake, Iceman on Wolverine and the X-Men was also fun because he and Kitty Pryde are kind of the comic relief to that show. They're sort of the teen, goofballs. And so it was fun for me to get to play that kind of role. Yeah, especially after playing, leads that are dark and tortured, like Sasuke and like Haseo and Kuma, and Afro Samurai. They're the most wound up and tortured and filled with hatred and vengeance, that anyone could be. So it's like getting to take a vacation to play a character like Keigo. So I like both of them. I definitely do. Yeah.
Hello. I was wondering if there was like a line from all your characters that you remember the most and you felt the most with.
A piece of dialogue or a line that I remember the most, and that there is one that I always come back to, and when I say it, it even still gives me chills when I do it, and it's from that first Prince of Persia game, and it goes a little something like this. Some people say time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction, but I have seen the face of time. And I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. I love that. It's like poetry. Thank you, Jordan Mechner, for that. Wow, yeah, I love it. Yes, there's a hand over there.
Hey, Yuri.
Yes?
I was just wondering if there's any character like that you haven't played but you really want to play?
Oh man, yeah, there's like I said before, I'm a geek of the first order. I mean, there's so many characters that that I wish I could play, or that I wish they would make movies of, or that, you know, other people, you know, play, that I wish that I had gotten, you know, I wish we had gotten to record Death Note in, you know, in the States instead of, you know, going to Canada, you know, brilliant, you know, and I love Brad Swaley and everything, but I, you know, I really wish that, you know, we could have gotten that. Characters, you know, I just want to play Green Lantern, you know, I mean, there's so many, you know, characters of Moon Knight, you know, characters that have never, you know, found any sort of, you know, movie or animation that only exists in comic books. Hamlet, that's the pat answer for every actor. I always wanted to play Hamlet. But also that the problem comes in that, because I'm a nerd and I love that stuff, like I'll look at, you know, a movie that I really love, like, you know, Brazil or Reservoir Dogs or Buckaroo Banzai or, you know, Big Trouble in Little China or something like that, and I'll go, oh, you know, I wish I had, you know, played Buckaroo Banzai. You know, but then I'm like, no, dude, Peter Weller was awesome in that movie. That's why you love it, you know. And so then I'm like, no, so I don't wish I had played that. So it's hard sometimes because I love the performances of those characters, or I love those characters so much because of the person who performed them, and so it's hard for me to go, yeah, I wish I had played that, because then, you know, I wouldn't have gotten to experience what that actor did with it. And then of course there are characters that I wish I could play, but that I'm totally wrong for. Like, you know, I know deep in my heart I could play Batman. But you hear my voice, and, you know, you sort of see how I am, you're like, dude, you're not Batman. Christian Bale's maybe Batman, you know. And I don't know necessarily that Clooney was Batman either, but you're definitely not Batman, you know. Yeah, Kevin Conroy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. You know, I go, no, Kevin Conroy's Batman. He'll always be Batman. He's Batman. That's what he does. You know, that's the Batman that I love. But yeah, there are plenty of characters. But that's also why I write, and why my wife Tara and I formed a production company, so that we can start producing the type of things and play the roles that we want to play.